James, Akeel Lynch, Marcus Allen, and Evan Schwan suffered injuries Saturday. Are any of them season-ending? And if I could follow that up, if you're going to be without Akeel and Saquon for a while, what is your confidence level in Mark Allen and Nick Scott?
Yeah, part of this is challenging because we send out the depth chart to you guys and you get it, and then we have this press conference on Tuesdays, and it's hard to tell. Although I don't talk about injuries a whole lot, to be honest with you, this early in the week, even if I wanted to, there's not a whole lot I can tell you. We didn't know about Jordan Lucas last week until basically Saturday morning. From everything I know at this point, none of them are season-ending injuries. Anticipate getting them all back, whether it's this week or next week. We'll see. We'll see how the week goes, how they heal. I know they're committed. I've been down in the training room every morning, around 7 o'clock, and walking around and checking on those guys and seeing how they're doing, and then obviously the feedback from our medical staff. So. This is why obviously development of the guys in your program and recruiting is so important. So you have the depth to be able to handle some of these issues. Losing two guys that were playing at a pretty high level, it was exciting to see Mark Allen come in, touch the ball, and score a touchdown, his first touch in a pretty exciting play. And then Nick Scott gets some opportunities. Obviously they were behind those other two guys on the depth chart for a reason. But that also doesn't mean that we don't have tremendous faith and belief in them and think that they're going to have an opportunity to do good things for us. So, we'll see how the week goes. We'll see who's available for the game on Saturday. But it's next man up, and those guys have an opportunity. I know they're excited about it.
I'm good. James, I wanted to ask you two quick ones about your safeties. You mentioned the tackling and the concern there. Overall, how did you think Malik and Troy played last week, and how big of a concern is the tackling from them when you're going against an option offense this week?
I think Malik and Troy did some really, really good things. There's some times that we needed to be more consistent, with their eye discipline, and then also their tackling. I think obviously the challenge as a safety is you have to be, the last line of defense when it comes to passes. But then you also have to defend the run, and with these option teams, you have to be even more disciplined than ever because they will take a shot, when you're overcommitted to stopping the run. So, those guys got considerable minutes last week. They'll build on that. They'll learn from that. They'll grow from that. And the meetings were really important for them. But I'm excited. I'm excited to see those guys go out there and play. We also anticipate having Jordan and Marcus back this week, so that'll give you now a number of guys that have played and played winning football for us. Hi, Derek.
James, after the game Saturday, you mentioned Jonathan Thomas's name briefly. Where is he in his development, and is he someone who could work his way into the mix here in the short term if he's needed?
Yeah, again, depending on how this week plays out, we've brought Jonathan up. He practiced on Saturday with us. He's a guy, as you guys know, last spring we were really excited about. I think probably would have been in the rotation anyway, but he's had some setbacks. So, has been on the scout team. So we brought him up. He practiced well on Sunday. Did practice well on the scout team. And again, depending on how things play out this week with those other two guys. He could factor in. He could factor in on Saturday. We'll just see how the whole week goes.
Hi, James.
Hi, Joe.
I was wondering if you could describe the running styles of Nick Scott and Mark Allen, and the fact that you went right to Mark with a little swing pass after Akeel went out. Does that show confidence in him as a pass catcher on the backfield?
Yeah, I think so. Mark is probably more of our slash, make you miss. Type of running back. He's very, very explosive. He's very confident. Only thing that moves faster than his feet is his mouth. Has a lot of fun at practice, challenging guys. Really, really, really enjoys and loves the game of football, and loves being a part of the team. So, I'm excited to see what he's going to do. We talk about yak yards. the yak yards, you can break tackles, you can make people miss. His yak style is going to be more about making people miss. Akil is the guy that's going to be able to push the pile as a big back, and Saquon has the ability to kind of do both. And then Nick Scott is at this point of his career is probably more of the slasher. You could make the argument maybe our fastest guy, biggest home run threat of all of them is in terms of, you look at him and Mark are similar weight-wise, but Nick's taller, so he's still a little bit lankier and angular in terms of his build. I think Nick has got a chance to be a special running back for us as he continues to grow and get stronger. But I'm really excited to watch those two guys play on Saturday, again, depending on how the week plays out.